ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः, भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः, स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः, स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः, स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः, स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। या देवी स्तूयते नित्यं विबुधैर्वेदपारगैः, सा मे वसतु जिह्वाग्रे ब्रह्मरूपा सरस्वती। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने, व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। निरञ्जनं नित्यमनन्तरूपं भक्तानुकम्पासुतविग्रहं वै ईशावतारं परमेशमीड्यं तं रामकृष्णं शिरसा नमामि। यथाग्नेर्दाहिका शक्तिः रामकृष्णे स्थिता हिया, सर्वविद्यास्वरूपां तां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्। विवेकजानन्दनिमग्नचित्तं विवेकदानैकविनोदशीलं, विवेकभासाकमनीयकान्तिं विवेकिनं तम् अहं नमामि। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धेः, उल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र, येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः।
ब्रह्म भावः ही मोक्षः, अशरीरता ही मोक्षः. Living as Brahman, living as Antaryami in all living beings is called moksha. What a status and what a goal the Sanatana Dharma has given to humanity. Living as Akhanda Vastu, as Brahman, as the substance of all beings in the creation, as the Antaryami, as the Bhokta, as the Karta in all living beings. Imagine the status. So this is the goal. How it can be possible, it is already explained. Even after hearing this, why we are not able to raise our living standard is the question. Why after hearing this much of Shastram also, that spiritual seeker is not able to raise himself and own up his status? In Brahma Sutra Bhashyam, 4th Sutra, Bhagavan Shankara asked this question. In Tattva Samanvayat Sutra, Bhagavan Shankara asked this question. Nanu Shruta-brahmanopi yatha purvam samsaritva darshanat. Even after hearing, years after years, still why this human mind is not able to convert and transform itself and attune with the reality. What is the reason? That is the very big question. Appears in the mind of the very spiritual seeker himself. இவ்வளோ கேட்குறேன் ஒன்றும் ஆக மாட்டேந்தே. So much of satsanga, so much of shastra shravanam, still nothing happens. This is the guilt in the mind of the very spiritual seeker. This question is taken as the Purva Paksham in the Shankara Bhashyam, and Bhagavan Shankaracharya tries to answer this. Why it is? What should be done? How can it be done? For gaining knowledge, there are three things. One is pramata, the knower. Another is prameyam, subject matter of the knowledge. Third one is pramanam, the source of knowledge. Source of knowledge teaches the subject matter of the knowledge to the knower. Knowledge is called prama. Subject matter of the knowledge is prameyam. The source of knowledge, the instrument of knowledge is pramanam, and the receiver of the knowledge is pramata. In this triangle, pramata, pramana, prameyam, here Vedanta Shastram is the pramana, and there cannot be defect in that pramana. In sensory organs, there can be possibility of defect, having defect. Some eyes may not have capacity to see, some ears may not have the capacity to hear. Like that, there is no possibility of defective pramanam in this case. In this knowledge pursuit, the pramanam cannot be defective because it has blessed many. Vedanta Shastram, Veda Pramanam can never be defective. What about the Prameyam Vastu? If Prameyam is not available, then there is a possibility of having error about it. There is a subject matter called how this creation came into existence. This is the subject matter, big question for scientists. So they bring out theories after theories. Then they themselves tell we were wrong, now we are right. Then again they will tell we were wrong, now we are right. Why? Because this object of knowledge, the subject matter of the knowledge is not clear, not available for them, for their senses. The subject matter in spiritual life is what? Atma, first person singular. You cannot say, I don't know Atma. When you say, I don't know Atma, it is equal to saying, I don't know myself. So, Atma cannot be missed out. It is most obvious thing. You cannot miss yourself. And the knower is your mind. Knower is your mind. Knowledge is about you. Subject matter of knowledge is you are. And the Pramanam is Vedanta Shastram. In this triangle, in which there is a possibility of error, please tell. In Atma, there is no possibility of error because it is always Akhandam. It can never become Khandam. It won't change itself. Always Akhandam, always Purnam, always Nitya Siddham. So it is not going to change itself. If it is changing itself, then you may say, no, when I know that it was like that. Now it has changed itself. You can say, like octopus. Octopus is such a living being. It has camouflaging capacity. It changes its color. In Bhagavan Sri Ram Krishna's gospel, we come across chameleon. It changes its color. Therefore, each fellow says it was yellow, it was black, it was blue, like that they were fighting. That possibility is not there with Atma. That possibility is with God. God with 4 hands, God with 8 hands, God as male, God as female. Possibility is there, varieties. But with regard to Atma, Akhanda Chaitanyam, there is no change. But still, why the Pramata is not able to assimilate the Prama shown by the Pramanam? Shastram says this is what this, Tattvamasi. When it was told, when Srishti started, it was told. Now there is no doubt about it. Many people can come and misinterpret or reinterpret whatever they can do. But this cannot be changed. Which cannot be changed? Tattvamasi cannot be changed. Because that is your Satyam. How many types of interpretation you do? Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, by your intellectual capacity, you try to misinterpret and put all your Kapala Kalpitam, but still that entity will not change. And that entity happened to be yourself, the real self. Why you are not able to gain the knowledge? Just by hearing, will you gain knowledge? Or is there something to be added with hearing? That is the question. Yes, here, Shruta Brahmanopi, Shruta Brahmaha means one who hears the Shastra. Brahmaha means here Brahmanaha. Brahmanaha means Sattva Guna Pradhani. Because Sattva Guna Pradhani alone can use his intellect and gain knowledge. Rajoguna Pradhani cannot gain knowledge. He is busy with activities. Tamoguna Pradhani is busy with eating and sleeping. Because knowledge pursuit is possible only for a Sattvika person. Therefore, Sattvika person is called a Brahmanaha, cultured person. Brahmanaha means what? Cultured person. Sutta Brahmanaha, cultured person, hearing the scriptures, but still is not able to live with freedom. Then Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, yes, what you say is exactly correct. Shruta Brahmanaha cannot be a Muktaha, Avagata Brahmanaha will be a Muktaha. It's a beautiful statement. Avagata Brahmanaha. The hearer will not gain moksha. The knower will gain moksha. There is a lot of distance between hearing and knowing. Generally, what we think, hearing is equal to knowing. As even I hear, I came to know. If you say, this is pot, Shabda has come, immediately knowledge has come. Pot vritti has come, pot knowledge has come. So even children say, A for apple. They hear, that's all. Immediately what they say? A for apple. Show the apple, the child shows the apple. Either in picture or in reality. Correct? So hearing is equal to knowledge with regard to many things, but here hearing is not equal to knowledge. Understood? So how to convert this hearing as knowledge and how to live using this knowledge? As long as you don't convert the hearing, whatever you heard, what you heard is information. It is called information. Understood? It is somebody's opinion. You shake your head while hearing. Oh, acha. Say, poitang Swamiji. After finishing, what you do? You please go, Swamiji, we will go by our way. This cannot be with regard to the serious spiritual seeker. So, what is the obstacle? Only one obstacle. We identify ourselves with something and we are hearing about ourselves only as something. We identify ourselves with something and we hear about ourselves as something. We are not able to give up this identification. Therefore, whatever we heard about ourselves as something remains as an information. Understood? Why we are not able to give up this? Next question. Why we are not able to give up this? Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna's gospel will tell, a friend has come to another friend's house. When she saw the silver tumbler, real silver tumbler, see, I have to use real silver tumbler because ever silver one is there. Problem with language. Real silver tumbler. So suddenly, desire has come towards the tumbler just by seeing. So when the host went to bring something, he has taken and put it here under the ankle. The host understood what happened. Then after treating her nicely, he told, my dear friend, you have come after a long period. We used to dance together. So let us dance. Let us dance. No, I am in hurry. No, let us 2 minutes we'll dance. Then you can go. Then the host was compelling the guest to dance. The guest did not have any other way to escape, so she started dancing. But the object kept under the ankle cannot be released. Understood? It cannot be released. So she was dancing with one hand. Then the host told, no, you raise the 2 hands and you will dance. Raising the 2 hands is very important. Understood? Transformation is always in the form of giving up. Please understand. Yage naike amrutatva manashuhu. It is a $1 million statement at any level of our growth. Any level. Generally, human life begins as what? Please tell. Every human life, not only human life, every living being starts its life as what? As bhokta, as eater only it starts. Understood? That eater is a very strong fellow because he did every janma this action up to end from the day one. Bhokta is called bhoktaha, eater. Eater of what? Whatever possible. He is a consumer. All the while he consumes. Bhagavan fortunately kept only 5 entries to consume. 5 things only to consume. Imagine if you would have created, instead of Panchabhuta, 100 bhutas. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Is there na? 5 items only we can eat. Imagine if it is 100 items like this. Srishti, he could have done that. 100 sense organs. What will happen? We will be busy in eating through 100 sense organs, 100 items. Bhagavan Shankara in Vivek Chudamani writes, with one entry point, with one weakness for one sense organ, living beings are dying. Poor human being has 5 sense organs. What to do? sa mrityo mrityumapnoti. If the weakness in sparsha sukham is there, the mighty elephant is finished off. How the elephants are captivated, you know? They bring the opposite gender elephant and they try to create a sensation in skin. Sparsha sukham yehi samsparshaja bhoga dukkha yonaye evate. Such a big elephant becomes a slave of a small person. That fellow sits on that. How? One weakness. Sparsha sukham. Fish is caught because of taste sukham. How they do fishing? They give one small part of food. Thinking that it is food, it becomes food for the human being. Honeybee comes, it comes because of smell. It comes because of smell and uses the honey as its food. But what happens? The flowers close that honeybee. And deers are captured by fine sound. So like that, each animal has its own weakness in one sense organ and died. Poor human being has weaknesses in all sense organs. Therefore, Karavalambaha, hey, Narasimha Prabhu, give me some hand, he asked. I am such a weak fellow, such a glutton I am, Bhoktaha, all the time I am engaged in consuming. In that consumption also, different types of consumption is there. Based on it, the consumer is classified into three categories. Tamasa bhokta, Rajasa bhokta, then Satvika bhokta. Tamasa bhokta is a fellow, lazy fellow, he will not contribute anything for the thing which he receives. But he will demand all the time, give me, give me, give me, give me. Like modern communist fellows. They will never bother about what is their duty or responsibility, but always fight for their demand. Modern communist wala is a tamasa bhokta. So, in order to gain what he wanted, he will not mind doing nishiddha karmani. Papa karmani he will do, because tamasa bhokta. And even Bhagavan is worshipped with that attitude only. You give me what I want. If you don't give me, I will be adamant enough to bind you by my adamancy. That is called tamasa bhaktaha. That person is called tamasa bhaktaha. By doing nishiddha karmas, he becomes tamasa karta. By demanding this from the Lord, he is tamasa bhaktaha. What for? All these things, what for? Only Vishayam. Vishayam Vishameva. Bhagavan Shankara writes, Vishayam Vishameva. So, from Tamasa Bhokta to Rajasa Bhokta, first conversion happens. This itself is not possible for majority of humanity. Rajasa Bhokta means he will say, hey, I will pay, then I will get it. I want this, but I will pay and get it. Understood? You need not give me free. The Tamasa Bhokta, lazy fellow, he wants everything free of cost. like child. Up to 3 age or 4th age, what the child does? Tamasa bhukta, because incapacity. But mother teaches the child, you cannot remain as a tamasa bhukta all the while. There are certain responsibilities also on your part. Start accepting those responsibilities and act accordingly. Correct? He will make the child to get up early in the morning. Early in the morning means nowadays 7 o'clock. Okay? Nowadays dictionary. Children say, we get up very early in the morning, Swamiji. What time? 7 o'clock. No problem. So the child has to get up and has to go to school. Some duty is given. Some discipline is expected. Then the Tamasa Bhokta is converted as a Rajasa Bhokta. If the child doesn't obey what the mother says, I will beat you, I will not give you this, I will not give you that. Or she will tell in positive language also. If you do this, I will give you chocolate. If you do this, I will take you to shop. Like that, something she will cajole. So that fellow is Rajasa Bhokta. He does Rajasa karmas, selfish action. You can see in children group, they bother about themselves only. They will not bother about others. Okay. It comes afterwards only. Botheration about others comes afterwards only. So this bhokta has to be transformed. First thing. In bhokta itself, 3 levels are there. Then he has to transform himself as karta. In bhokta itself, you told Swamiji, tamasa karta, rajasa karta, and satvika karta. But here again you are telling that second level of transformation is what? Bhokta to karta. There, even though he is karta, bhoktrutvam is majority part. For understanding, tamasa bhokta will tell, Mummy, put the food in my mouth. Ooti vidungo. If the child, 1 year, 2 year child says that is natural, okay, no problem. Ooti vittadan saapiduven. If you feed me by your hands, then only I will eat. Because that much lazy fellow. Second level is, the child will come and then start eat by itself. But here, the action itself for what? Bhoga karma only. The karta does what karma? Bhoga karma only. So, bhokta to karta transformation should happen. And that transformation is from tamasa bhokta to rajasa bhokta to satvika bhokta. Then he becomes the karta. His identification about himself is what? I am a responsible person. Imagine, now if you see the society, how the society lives, you can see that. And how much distance it has to travel to gain the freedom. That is why moksha marga is not for all. Srishti is like that. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschite yatati siddhaye. Even for this level of transformation, very few people strive. Converting oneself from bhokta identity to karta identity is a very big conversion. We want free. This fellows ask, na, this will stop. We will earn and enjoy. The society will tell. Now, what is the condition of Indian society? 85 crore people are freely given food, free of cost. 85 crore people. They call it social security. If the society, about 60-70% of the society is interested in receiving free items, what will be the condition of the society? The society should raise itself and become the contributor. Understood? At least it should raise itself to earn its needs. Third level only contributor. Understood? So, second level of conversion is what? Karta. There also again Tamasa Karta, Rajasa Karta, and Satvika Karta. 17th and 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita deals with these ideas. Yadagre chanubandhe cha sukham mohanam nidra alasya pramadotham tat tamasamudakritam. What is the joy he enjoys? Nidra. Like child. 18 hours the child will sleep. Nidra alasya. Even if he gets up, it will not be up and doing. Lazy. Pramadotham. Careless. It is okay with child. But 50-year-old fellow like this or 40-year-old fellow like this means what? That is Samasa Bhog. Vishayendriya Sanyogat Yatadagre Amrutopamam Pariname Vishamiva Tatsukam Rajasam Smutam. This Rajasa Bhokta enjoys what type of Bhoga Sukam? Vishayendriya Sanyoga Janyam. And beginning, it appears to be tasty, and the result of that consumption gives side effect or center effect, many effects it gives. All ill health, so many things are there. Parinami Vishamiva. Edagre Amrutopam. At the beginning, it is very nice. All drunkards. At the beginning, it's all nice. Parinami Vishamiva. So, like that, varieties of divisions are given in the Gita. I am just summarizing the idea. So, first duty of the spiritual seeker is converting oneself from Bhokta to Karta. Then purifying that Karta. Karta is a consumer, but active consumer. Bhokta is passive consumer. He wants everything free or majority of things free. In that also, Tamasa Bhogam, Rajasa Bhogam, Satvika Bhogam. Understood? Seeing horror films, Tamasa Bhogam. Seeing fighting scenes, Rajasa Bhogam. Seeing Ramayana, Satvika Bhogam. You understood now? It is about sight. Similarly about eating also. Every Indriya has its own food. And in that food, 3 levels are there. Tamasa food, Rajasa food and Satvik food. So, first thing is, you have to reduce your bhoktrutva. You have to say, enough. Ippathukku podum. One Swamiji used to say, whenever somebody forces you to eat, you have to tell this. Now it is enough. Tomorrow he can give. Tomorrow he also will not be there to give. You also will not be there to give. He also will forget, you also will forget. But the mind will tell one more. So you have to teach your mind and convert that mind from Bhokta to Karta. Karta also, 3 types of Karta, Tamasa Karta, Rajasa Karta, Satvika Karta. Whatever he does, he will ask one question, what is the benefit for me? Bhokta will never ask this question. Why they don't give to me? That is the question asked by Bhokta. You understood? Why should I do? They have to give it to me. Like that, Bhokta. Kartas, what I will get when I do this? Now the transformation you understand? That's why child will be adamant if the parent don't give what it wants. And they complain to Swamis also. Sollunga Swamiji. I learn many things from children only. All interpretation for Shastra I get from children only. நீங்களே சொல்லுங்க சுவாமிஜி. நானே சொல்லணும். சொல்றதாப்பா. That particular dress only I want. That color only I want. Like that they are adamant. If it is not provided, what they will do? They will cry, they will throw whatever comes in their hand. Understood? It comes up to terrorism. This Bhokta only becomes a terrorist. Understood? So Bhokta should be downplayed in our life. Up to end, this Bhokta will be there. What is the transformation required? First thing is Bhokta should be a Sattvic Bhokta and downplayed Bhokta. Very little consuming things. He will consume very little. Even for his survival of body, he will consume very little. One time food. Not 20 idlis. Okay, one time food means 4 idlis, one time. That's over. So, Bhokta to Karta, transformation happens, and the transformation is in the form of Sakama Karma. And he takes the help of Bhagavan also. So, Bhagavan becomes ATM box for him. So, he says, I am Bhaktaha. Ravana says, I am Bhaktaha. Shiva Bhaktaha. So, Karta has to convert himself as Satvika Karta. For this also the Gita slokas are there. I am just skipping because it is basics of Vedanta. Okay. Then the Satvika Karta alone is called Dharmikaha Dharmi. Dharmam acharati iti dharmi. One who practices dharmam is called dharmi. Third level transformation. So Shastra says, if you are a Bhokta, accept that you are a Bhokta. No problem. It's not a sin. But try to refine your Bhoktritvam. And try to become Karta and Bhokta. Second level is what? Karta and Bhokta. Equal, 50-50. What I will get? Question is there, na? That much only I will get, so this much only I will give. Karta will ask if he is Tamasa or Rajasa Karta, will ask what? How much should I do? What I will get because of that? Tightly holding Bhoktritvam, when we hear Shastram, what happened? Nothing happened. Understood? So, third level of conversion is becoming a dharmic person, doing only dharmika karma. And whatever minus was accumulated, that should be removed. Therefore, he will be engaged in prayaschitta karma. And he will be bothered about gaining punyam, more and more punyam. I want punyam. To come to this level, you need Bhagavan's grace. Please understand. To live as a dharmic man, you need Bhagavan's grace. So he is a Satvika Bhaktaha. He will ask, Bhagavan, guide me, what should I do? And make me to do only what should I do. So the third stage only, he becomes a gentleman. So gentleman, he becomes gentleman. When he becomes a man of value, up to this religious life. Understood? The dharmic life is religious life. So he becomes not only Bhokta, he becomes Karta and Dharmika Karta. But he will have troubles because society majority is Bhokta and Tamasa Rajasa Karta, so they will come and disturb him. Tell lie. Otherwise, you cannot survive in this world. Wife herself will tell, children will tell, Inna pa prayajana ninga. You are not taking bribe. Like that, they will provoke, pull you, push you, torment you. That time you need someone to hold. Yes, when somebody pushes and pulls you, you need something to hold, na? Who is that entity? Bhagavan. That's what in Mahabharata. 13th day of Vanavasa, Arjuna and Bhima wanted to go and fight, breaking the words given by Yudhishthira Maharaja, telling that 13 days is equal to 13 years. Let us go and fight like that. Then Dharmaraja surrenders to Bhagavan Krishna to protect his promise. You understood now? That level is Dharmika level. But still, he is interested in Bhogam. What type of Bhogam? Ihaloka, Paraloka Bhogam. He doesn't want small things. He aspires for big things. I want to become Indra, Triloka Chakravarti, like that. Or I want to get heaven. I want to go to heaven. So he does varieties of dharma. The Rabba Urusi dance solitaire இருக்கிறாங்க ticket கிடைக்காது. To get the ticket, yes, really, when Raja went there to see Urvasi's dance, when Raja went there, will come across in Bhagavatam class. He was infatuated by her beauty. When he forced her to come with him, he gave a kick by her leg. After getting that kick only, he came to his senses. Hurry, to get this kick, I did all dharma karyas. Purva Mimamsakas, they are called. All the time they are engaged in Shastra Yukta Karyas. But what is the intention? Subtlest pleasures. There you won't get masala dosa, coffee or cricket, nothing will be. But it's all subtle. When the pleasure is more subtle, it is long lasting. That is why people go for subtlest things. Gross pleasures will end quickly. Subtle pleasures will long last. Pleasure gained through eating ice cream will end within 10 minutes. The pleasure which you get while hearing a song, that will long last. Half an hour your mind will be enjoying that. The subtler the pleasure, longer the period of enjoyment. That is why people go for subtler pleasure. So third level of conversion is what? Dharmikaha. Fourth level only, he becomes yogi. What yogi? Karma yogi. Karma to, dharmika karma to yoga karma. You understood now? When he becomes karma yogi, he converts himself as a spiritual seeker. So up to dharmikaha, religion helps. Afterwards, spirituality helps. Many religions don't have this segregation at all. Many religions ends with being dharmika. That's all. You understood? Semitic religion end with third level. That's all. Whatever told in their scripture is followed, waiting for the rewarding date, judgment day, and they are having faith that we will get it. Faithful person, he is called faithful person. Doing dharmic action, living as a gentleman. Next level, fourth level is karma yogi. He will do whatever has to be done, he will do, but without expecting any worldly sukham as the result. Whether paraloka sukham or ihaloka sukham. Then what is the intention of his doing? If you ask, he will say, I want to purify my mind. He has recognized the real problem center. Up to dharmika, the problem center is not recognized. Whenever desire comes, whatever desire comes, he goes on, fulfills. This Karma Yogi level only, he understands there is no end for this. So, Nishkama Karma alone he will do. He will do karma, but it will be Nishkama. No desire. How can you do something without any desire? Shastra says he has one desire, but not that desire is not listed in the achieving external things. You understood? As long as the desire is in achieving external things, it is called Sakama Karma. In that Sakama Karma, Dharmika Sakama Karma, Adharmika Sakama Karma, Rajasa Sakama Karma, Tamasa Sakama Karma. For what? For Bhokta. Up to third level, this Bhokta is kept with all pushti. Fourth level, he becomes a noble man. Gentleman to noble man. Swamiji Maharaj used to say, first become a gentleman. That means what? First become a man of values, dharmic person, and enjoy. As an householder, when you live in the society, you cannot avoid enjoying certain things. Enjoy. But with gentleness, with dharma. What is the meaning of gentleness? Suppose somebody is sitting in front of you and eating in hotel. You just catch hold of his hand and force his hand to feed your mouth. That is called uncultured person. You be a cultured man. Don't take somebody's food to your mouth. Earn your food in a rightful way. Enjoy it. Swami Vivekananda Maharaj used to say, this world is enjoyed by heroes. Be a hero. That means what? Be a dharmic man, be a gentleman, be an active person, do something. That much of lazy the society was when Swami Vivekananda Maharaj was there. Now also like that only. Majority, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, they do brushing. When I went to some village for relief work, I found people are brushing at morning 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. When I asked that, hey, what time they are brushing? That fellow who was accompanying me voluntarily told, Swamiji, at least they are brushing. We should be happy with that. There are so many fellows. Without brushing also they eat or drink. So that much of uncultured society still is there. So uncultured society should be converted as cultured society. Consumer has to be converted as cultured consumer, active consumer, participating consumer, transacting consumer. Fourth level, Karma Yogi, he doesn't want any transaction. He is ready to give what he has in the form of performing his responsibility. All his responsibilities are Panchamahayajna. Panchamahayajna comes at what level you see? Karma Yoga level. He also has a desire, but not achieving something external, but achieving something internal. What is that? Chitta Shuddhyartham. Chitta Shuddhyartham. To purify my mind. Because the problem is with this fellow. So he creates certain imaginary things in my mind and puts a value tag for something which doesn't have any value at all and wasted my time, my energy, my lifetime is wasted. So Karma Yogi is a noble man, responsible person, does only sattvic activities for gaining purity of mind. Since he doesn't have any desire to achieve external thing up to Sargaloka, no desire. When you renounce Sargaloka alone, you become a Karma Yogi. People say, Karma Yoga is very easy, Swamiji. Karma Yoga is not easy. To do Karma Yoga, you should become Karma yogi. To become karma yogi, you should become first dharmikaha. That itself will take janmas. So karma yogi finds that his energies are very less in handling his own mind. It is like handling a ferocious dog. So karma yogi finds the limitations of his powers in handling his senses, his body and his mind. Up to third level, they allowed senses, body and mind to enjoy the bhogas. The fourth level, bhoktrutvam, is downplayed to the minimum level and he lives only to do Panchamaha Yajnas for the sake of gaining Chitta Shuddhi. When he finds it is not possible for him to struggle alone, then he surrenders to the Lord. Hey Ishvara, hereafter I will not do any business with you. Up to Karma Yogi level, only business only with Bhagavan. When he surrenders and hands over his body, senses and mind, he is converted as Upasakaha, Bhaktaha. Ingadam Bhaktane avararu. Here only he becomes a devotee. But people call themselves devotees. You understood? Here only, when he hands over his entire lifetime, senses, body and mind along with his intellect, Mayeva mana adhatsva, Mayi buddhim niveshaya, Niveshyasi mayeva, Ataurdam na samshaya. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Mameva yeshyasi satyam te pradijani priyosimi. Bhagavan says. Upasakaha, bhaktaha. So, consumer, active consumer, gentleman, responsible man or noble man, here only he becomes a spiritual man. Upasakaha is called a spiritual person. So it is a journey of an individual converting oneself from one self-identity to next level of identity. As long as this thing doesn't happen, however much story you hear, however much shastram you see, it will not be that much fruitful. It will have some effect, but it will not be that much fruitful. We will continue this topic tomorrow. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu.
संप्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षति डुकृङ्करणे भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते संप्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि मित्रौ मित्रे पुत्रे बन्धौ मा कुरु यत्नं विग्रहसन्धौ भव समचित्त सर्वत्र त्वं वाञ्छस्य चिराद्यति विष्णुत्वं भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते त्वयि मयि चान्यत्रैको विष्णुको व्यर्थं कुप्यसि मय्यसकृष्णुः सर्वस्मिन् अपि पश्यात्मानं सर्वत्रोत्सृज भेदज्ञानं भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते गुरुचरणाम्बुजनिर्भरभक्तः संसारात् अचिरात् भवमुक्तः सेन्द्रियमानस नियमाग्रीवं द्रक्ष्यसि निज हृदयस्थं देवं भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज